What's going on YouTube? What's going on Instagram? Happy Friday, happy early Easter. Seven here with All American Print Supply. Thank you so much for tuning in, taking the week off, the holiday weekend off a little bit early. As you can see, we've got the holiday spirit here. We're gonna have a little bit of an Easter themed program. We're gonna give everyone just a moment on the different platforms to go ahead and join the live today. But while you're waiting, go ahead and drop in the comments where you're watching us from. If you got any awesome Easter plans or any happy Easter wishes, you know, I should jump on one of these too. Hey, it says we're live already. Okay, fantastic. I'm going to jump on these comments here. If you guys do have any questions on anything we're going over today, we're working with the Caesar Heat Transfer Vinyl Glow in the Dark Edition, as well as some Caesar Easy PSV. This is going to be our sticker or adhesive vinyl. It's going to be for your hard surface, non-fabric products. You guys already know Easy Weave pretty much goes on to everything. But with Easy PSV, you can open up a lot of other doors besides just material. And make sure you guys stick around. We're going to do a mixed media, direct-to-garment print with heat transfer vinyl. I don't think this has ever been done before, or at least not here. But let's take a look and see some of these comments. If anybody's joined in. How many viewers we got over there on YouTube, Christian?
Looking at 2.
Okay, fantastic. So we got some over here on
That's the
Instagram.
best way to start out the day.
Patrick Ali Official. That's our boy over to Caesar North America. You've probably seen his videos. If you haven't, you should. Gave us some last minute tech support with the awesome Caesar Juliet cutter. Like I said, you've seen the videos in the past on our YouTube channel. Probably the most quiet, probably the fastest stepper motor vinyl cutter I've ever worked with. And this is going to be good for your heat transfer vinyl, your heat transfer paper, all kinds of great stuff. Your decal vinyl. What's up, Patrick? Thank you again so much for that last second support. So we got rose-colored designs, always supporting. Thank you guys so much for joining us. And yeah, we're going to get started right now in just a moment. Vincent is still in Santa's workshop. He's getting our transfer ready for preparation. Like we said, we're going to be doing some mixed media applications. Does anyone in our audience already have the Caesar Juliet or the new Caesar Romeo cutter? We got the 12-inch and the 24-inch. They're pretty awesome. And if you did not know, Caesar just came out with the roll feeder option. So it's going to be an awesome, unique, and very convenient attachment for the rear of your cutter, where you can load in the different rolls of material and have it fed continuously through. So this machine is really state-of-the-art as far as heat transfer vinyl cutters go. Super fast, super quiet, and we made some awesome transfers with this. So we'll give Vince just another couple moments, but I want to go through the Easy PSV process. Now, to save some time, we already had these cut off camera. We did all the designs already for us. And does anyone know what this is? Caesar application tape. Very good. So this is going to be how we take our designs from cut pieces of material to awesome decals. Now, if you guys have been on the YouTube channel a little while back when Joe Piazza was still in the business, we did an awesome podcast kind of on decals in particular. You know, with the vinyl cutting, heat transfer, decals, a lot of us start off here as far as our decoration endeavors, home customization businesses are concerned. But All American Print Supply, sometimes that's a little bypass where people are jumping right into something like direct-to-garment. So if you skip that stepping stone, this is going to be a great way to have such a high profit product. I mean, the markup on decals, you go on eBay, Etsy, Amazon, you look at what some of these Car Community Club decals, for example, I mean, some of these are commanding $12 a pair, that's like $24 for a dozen, on 12 by 12 sheets. So your margins on these are insane. It was an awesome podcast episode we had on the Creative Corner with our boy Joe, kind of breaking down, going over some of these different profitability price points. And if you're getting something like, say, a roll of the material, gosh, you're paying so little per foot. So it's just, again, a great way to offer kind of full service if you're already doing garment, decoration, apparel, customization for yourself, for your friends, for your family, for businesses, your clients. Why not be full service? I mean, these can offer window fronts, all kinds of different soft signages, temporaries, vehicle wrappings, decals. It's a lot of different possibilities. So, I'm going to show you guys really quick my method for doing the application tape. So what I like to do is kind of make a U shape and try to find a nice center point of my cut decals. And I'm just going to drop this kind of right there, and then I get it nice and even. Now, I may have some bubbles, but that's where my trusty Caesar squeegee comes in. You got the soft side, you got the hard side, and we're just going to kind of start from the middle, and I'm just going to push out all these different air bubbles here and get this nice and flat for usage. And let's go ahead. And again, just starting from the middle and then going on outward And I think we got a surprise visitor, hippity hoppeting his way in.
What's going on, guys? We just finished reading our Happy Easter Day heat transfer vinyl. I know Esteban's working with our PSV, our sticker vinyl. He's masking it right now, so different applications, but the same cutter, right?
Absolutely. The Caesar Juliet 12-inch powerhouse does it all.
Awesome. And this is our season masking tape as well. I missed the beginning, guys. I was here getting some of our stuff ready.
Last minute meetings, you guys may hear a little construction going on in the back. The forklift's going. It's Friday, but it's still a work day. Orders are still going out, so bear with us. You got a little background noise. We're coming to you live from the All-American Print Supply California headquarters.
Yeah, we love and appreciate the support, guys, and also, like you mentioned, our guys are working extra time to get your orders out before the holiday. So if you haven't put your order in, get it in now. Same day orders as far as supplies go. Equipment, there are lead times, but supplies, get them ASAP.
All right, so we've got our decals we've already cut, weeded, and masked. Now let's go ahead and we're gonna segment these out for individual applications. Now we got a kind of a specialty vinyls we're working with the heat transfer and the PSV today, right? This isn't just a regular white or green, is it?
It kind of looks like a tint of green, but actually what it is, it's glow-in-the-dark vinyl. And so if you haven't worked with glow-in-the-dark vinyl, that is something that we do offer. It is something that works great. I know we sell a ton of it because it is, one, it's easy to cut, easy to mask, but two, people love that glow-in-the-dark effect. And look at that.
There we go.
So easy.
So, right here is the application stage. Vince, you want to do the honors? Where do you want to work? We got some drinkware, we got some decorative eggs, we got a jelly bean container. Which one do you want
Let's
to go
start
first?
with the drinkware. I know we get this question a lot. How do I decorate my koozie or my tumbler? What can I apply to it? How do I apply it? So this is a great way to do it. So if we can go ahead and get this on camera. So one thing that I do want to do is my transfers here. I'm going to go ahead and kind of fold it in the middle, and I'm going to lay it nice and flat. I don't want to lay it just like this because then it'll create air bubbles. So I'm going to go ahead and bend it like such. And then there are grids on here too, which make it really easy to center. So if I had a pair of scissors, I'd cut that nice and straight, which I do there, but this is done this a few times. So I'm gonna go ahead and lay this down like such. And then in one motion, go ahead and push it down gently. And now I'm gonna go ahead and take my squeegee tool here and go ahead and push out the air bubbles around my transfer here.
And while Vince is doing that, we got some more love coming in. I want to give a shout out to Aloha Hype. Thank you so much for joining us today. We got the Shirt Spot Inc., VI Vivid, Joyce Park joining us. And then we actually got some love for our camera crew today. Shout out, awesome live. We got some bicep emojis. That's our man Christian.
Oh,
He's
thank
the
you so
best.
much. Thank you.
Absolutely. Black Panda 801. Again, thank you guys so much for kicking your weekend off early with us, Vincent and myself here on the All-American Print Supply Easter Special Live Edition. We got the PSV going down right now. And oh my gosh, and I kind of like this color as is. It's almost like a soft mint, not quite a white, not quite a green.
Yeah, we have, man, the actual swatch book of Caesar vinyls is insane. If there's a color you're thinking of, they've probably already made it as a vinyl. But again, this is our glow-in-the-dark. Look how easy that applies.
Oh man, look at that. That's pretty good. This comes in a couple different styles. So they were working with the PSV Permanent, something that you're not going to be removing, something that'll be long term. I would put this on anything that's going to be outdoors, perhaps exposed to the elements, wind, water, rain, sleet, slush, snow, all that good stuff. If you were going to do something maybe inside a bedroom, something that I might want to take off down the road, what would you recommend?
Yeah, so Caesar has a couple different products. Again, as I mentioned, this is the Permanent. We also have one that actually can go on walls and won't pull off paint. That isn't as permanent, and so again, if you need a certain color, we have it, permanent, not as permanent. And then again, we have our heat transfer vinyl, which we're going to go ahead and talk about next.
Correct. Alrighty, so what we're gonna do right now, let me see here. Follow me over to the actual, actually, you wanna get that, I got the design set. You wanna go ahead and hoop that print up for me and then get that going, and then I think you can hit the start button.
Okay, just be careful here.
Yep, we got some, so what we're gonna be doing next, guys, is never been done before. It's gonna be a mixed media DTG and HTV. So we throw it over to Vincent right there on the Epson F2100, America's #1 selling direct-to-garment printer, on sale right now for record-breaking low prices. We got the design already queued up, so we're going to get the print going first on the Epson DTG. We're going to get that cured up, and then we're going to be applying some HTV to really give it an extra pop. Now what Vince is doing right there is adjusting the platen height, making sure that it's not going to bother the internal sensors. Job should already be sent and received, and we'll go ahead and get that going right then and there. Vincent, when you were adjusting that height there, why did you want to check on that first?
Yeah, so there's actually a height sensor inside the machine, and so if it's too high, it'll actually beep really loud. It'll get really annoying, and so if you own one of these, you know what I'm talking about. But We don't want the print head to get close to the substrate. So there's a sensor inside that will tell me. But again, I think someone was doing transfers on this guy before. It was at the highest setting. For a t-shirt, I'm at about a 1 or 1.5. And we're sending the job right now, so it's going to go ahead and start.
And you said they're making transfers with that? Are we talking about direct-to-film transfers?
Yeah, direct-to-film is awesome on the F2100. You can use Garment Creator, but we do have our Cathari NeoRip software, which has built-in profiles for it. I do a lot of tech calls on transfers with the F2100, and if you have Cathari, probably not calling this, you're probably just printing. So
there we go. Now, while that's printing, let's go ahead and throw it back. I want to do one more hard surface application with our Caesar Easy PSV, the glow in the dark edition. So we already hit the drinkware. Let's go ahead and do one of these decorative. You know what? I'm looking at these jelly beans. Rena brought these in. These aren't just any jelly beans, guys. These are probably the best jelly beans. These are Starburst jelly beans. I'm not normally a jelly bean guy, but I think me and Vince are going to mess up this whole container as soon as we're done here on the live. So let's go ahead. I'm going to eyeball this here. I'm going to segment a couple more of my bunny friends here. Now, hopefully we did a good job masking, and when I lift this application tape, I should bring the designs right up with me. I love when things go good, especially on a Friday, especially on a live. It's always better that way. So, just like Vincent did before, we're going to go ahead and place this onto our hard surface here, and then get the bubbles out. And then to make sure we got a nice solid adhesion, we're just going to go ahead and press this onto here. I'm using the softer side. You can get the harder edge as well for those special difficult to apply areas, but this being such a smooth flat surface, it's very user friendly to work with. You guys ready? Wham, bam, thank you,
wow,
ma'am. Look at that. So we took this awesome, ordinary, regular household clear container and made it into a fun, kind of glow in the dark. Is that showing up? Maybe we hit the lights for a second.
It said glow in the dark, right?
1, 2, hey, is it glowing?
It's a little light, it's a little bright in here. I'll try to get it.
Double up on the support there, yeah.
There
Right
we
in
go,
there.
There we go. Thank you so much there. As you can see, there's a variety of different things that you can apply these to. I think that print's still coming out, so let's do one more. Vince, you want to hit this egg real fast?
Yeah, and then a question that's, I know we're going to get the question quite a bit.
Yeah.
On our drinkware, when we apply our permanent or sticker vinyl onto it, how do they wash it?
So, because it is going to be sitting on top of the drinkware, this is not sublimation, I'm going to advise against the dishwasher. When you do clean these pieces of drinkware that are decorated with the Easy PSV, even if it is permanent, if you want to get the longest shelf life, the longest lasting of that transfer on there, I would recommend hand washing that for sure. That would be the best way to get that taken care of for you. But yeah, Vince is going to throw it here to the A right there. You get that on going.
Yeah, grounded surfaces are a little more difficult, but again, same method. We're going to go ahead and I like to bend it in half, and I'm going to go ahead and just find my center point, user grids as guidelines, and then once I put the center down, I'm going to go ahead and let it drop like such, and then you can smooth it out with your hand. Get one of these guys, it's super easy. We sell them as well. Don't use a credit card. I did that for a long time, then I realized we sell these, and it's much, much easier. You can get all the air out. And we will be good to go. Kind of like a rolling motion, make sure nothing sticks up. If it does stick up at all, go ahead and use your squeegee again just to push it down. A little more pressure. Again, this is a rounded surface, so it's a little bit more difficult. We should be fine.
What a pro. You've done this before. Go ahead and check in with our audience while Vince holds this project down. Let's see, we got Sue Madeline joining us. Thank you so much. AD Graphics in the house. Patrick Ali saying, should he spill the beans that you can sublimate on PSV Glow? What the heck? Did you know about this?
I did not, Patrick.
I
don't know if a lot of people know that because we use it quite a bit, right?
Absolutely. Patrick, if you got some secret intel for us, you let us know. Drop that in the section right here. Big shout out to Dual Slap, thank you so much for joining us. Family Prints, thank you so much. Patrick Ali's got an update. So for the new Caesar Starling PSV, it is dishwasher safe. They're up to 60 washes so far without lifting. Now, that's not going to include the glow in the dark or the chalkboard. So it's going to be for the other primary colors that are available in the Sterling PSV from Caesar. So for your glow-in-the-dark projects, you would want to still hand wash those.
I think our next live, we need Patrick Ewing in here.
Oh man, you know what, Patrick? We were just talking about this. We got to get some joint co-branding content going, and we need to go back out to Detroit.
Yeah, either way, get you on camera. You're full of knowledge, and again, we're here just to educate customers and show them what they can do. And so, if you have a little more inside scoop, let us know, and we'll share information. But look at this.
Now, speaking of Patrick, Vincent, you got a field trip next week, right? You're hitting the road. You're taking this show to the Sin City, right?
I'll be at ISA Las Vegas at the Cadley booth, and so if you are at the show, go ahead and stop by, say hello. Yeah, we're gonna have a bunch of cool equipment there, but I might take this shirt with me to the show.
There we go. So you guys, bear with me one moment. We're gonna get this direct-to-garment print cured up, and then we're gonna throw some glow-in-the-dark HTV right on top. Let's go ahead and get this guy covered to protect my heating element on my Geonite.
Why do you have to heat press it? So it came out of the printer, but what are you doing now?
So what we're doing right now, guys, is we are curing our print. To get that awesome coloring, that vivid detail, that high resolution, you're gonna have wet ink literally sitting on the shirt. Now, unlike pre-treat, which can air dry, to get the longest wash cycle of your direct-to-garment print, you're gonna have contact and pressure and heat. So if you don't have a conveyor dryer, if you're bumping around 350 degrees Fahrenheit, give it about a minute in your heat press. Gosh, I mean, we've had shirts we washed 50, 60, 70, it'll last.
Yeah, and everything in common, guys, is a heat press, right? So if you're doing heat transfer vinyl, doing direct-to-garment, doing direct-to-film, you need heat press. Heat press is pretty much the core of your printing business. And so if you don't have one, you definitely need one. We use our Geonite DK20S here. We have some DTF station, swing away, clamshell, auto opens, and the list goes on.
There we go. All right, so we got our direct-to-garment Easter print. It looks okay, but it looks like it's missing a little something, am I right?
Yeah, it's missing a little,
Little pizzazz. So let's go ahead here, and if we size this up the way we're supposed to, this should fit and land right in the middle.
So
Now,
this. Okay. Let's trim this here.
Now, under normal lighting, the glow-in-the-dark Caesar HTV, the EasyWeed, America's #1 selling heat transfer vinyl, it looks like white at first appearance. But if you charge it up under the light in those darker conditions, nighttime, I know you go to the raves and stuff, get the oozoots, that'll give you more of a glow-in-the-dark kind of tribal vibe. There we go. So, let's see if this will land nice and, oh, not bad. It's almost like it was designed to go right in the middle. Fantastic. So we're going to be using about 315 degrees Fahrenheit, about 10 to 12 seconds on this one, and that's going to get that a nice adhesion on there. Now for aftercare instructions, we do recommend turning your garments inside out, cold water. If you don't have time to hang dry, because you've got time to hang dry their clothes, tumble drying on low, and then fabric softener. What's your position on fabric softener with your custom decorated goods?
Fabric softener is a no-no, guys. Again, if you're selling these to customers, it's really hard to tell them how they should wash their products, but always inside out and no fabric softener. If you want the transfers to last the longest, or your heat transfer vinyl, or even your DTG prints, inside out.
And one of the other things we like about EasyWeed, you don't have to wait around for this to cool off, right?
Yep.
It's a hot peel action.
Wow.
Boom! That white's gonna pop, it's gonna glow, it's gonna razzle dazzle with all this other nice Easter colorings. Man, I think this would look really good on you on Easter Sunday, bro.
Yeah, or take it to Las Vegas. You can catch me at the booth rocking the shirt, maybe.
That's right. Everyone's going to ISA next week. You can catch Vincent at the Cadling booth. He's going to be doing some awesome direct-to-film products. I know our boy Caesar is going to be over there as well. And I think we got one more demonstration while we guys got you here still for the live. And let's see here. Now, for something like this, let's see. I think we might be able to PSV this.
Yeah, you know what?
Give it a
That
shot.
might be interesting. This is like a cotton wool
It's
fabric.
kind of like right in the middle between a hard surface, a soft surface. You can see it's kind of reinforced. It is an actual basket. So let's see, guys. We're going to go ahead and segment this off and see if we can get some adhesion on here, because it may not lay perfectly flat to go into my heat press. So let's see. It's experimentation time. This is how we learn. And then, Vince, you want to check in on the comments there. See if we got anybody tuning in, any hellos to give. If we're caught up on there, you can
we
jump.
have Rose Colored Designs joining us. Thank you so much for joining. We have 610 Danny Boy. Thank you so much. And what's interesting about this is I know we would have gotten the call, hey, should I PSV it or should I heat transfer vinyl it or heat press it? Again, because it's not flat, I think PSV is the safe option here.
There we go. So just like before, we'll kind of try to drop it on there. Now this, let's see here. Let's get creative. We're gonna use this awesome masterpiece that Vincent made for us. I'm gonna place this in the basket. It's almost like it's an egg basket for Easter. And then let's go ahead and see if we can get a good adhesion on here. Because yeah, the structure of this basket, the base on there, I don't know if this would heat press perfectly well. You know, we might lose some of this structural integrity. It may not be much of a basket. It may be more of a pancake if we were to heat press it.
Especially the material. I'm not sure what it's made out of. It could burn. It could melt under heat.
Definitely
so.
melt. Okay. You ready?
Let's go.
All right.
Fingers crossed.
There we go. Stay tuned, guys. You ready? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. We got a little lifting. Let's see if we can balance that out here. We got that guy staying there.
Esteban's really excited. Usually guys go a little slower than Esteban's going.
Let me see here. Okay, we're going. We're almost there on bunny number 2. Okay, we got bunny number 2, bunny number 1. They're multiplying. Almost there. Is it gonna work? Oh. Okay, so I feel this is gonna be a partial adhesion, not as solid as the egg or some of the other products, but the good thing is this will probably be a seasonal item that might not see the washer or the dryer. So as far as a temporary fix, a quick solution, easy decoration, added value, glow in the dark activity, I think this is passable, especially for something that maybe would not be out all year round or not going into the washer dryer.
Yeah, if it's a one-time use Easter egg hunt with the family, it actually looks really nice though. And again, this is glow in the dark, so it will have an extra effect at nighttime, so it looks great.
Absolutely. Fun in the day, glow in the dark. Let's go.
You know, we have a few of these guys here, and I know I get the question a lot, how do I decorate this? You know, we have a few options, right? You can actually direct your garment print onto it, but if you're doing a single color design, what would you do?
You know what? I would probably go the vinyl route. Some with the HTV, maybe with the PSV. We got a few PSV samples yet. Now, we saw that was kind of a little risky on here. We made it work. Now, let's show what would happen if we were to try easy PSV on something like this fabric bag. I would normally want it, like Vincent said, either DTG or the HTV. We want to kind of show you what happens if you were to try something like the pressure-sensitive vinyl. That's what that PSV stands for. Fun fact, PSV, pressure-sensitive vinyl.
Yeah, and the beauty of it is that we're kind of testing it out today, right?
Exactly.
We're seeing if it works, and again, if you haven't done it before, test it, play with it, get familiar with the PSV because again, it is a little bit of a process, cut, weeding, and then masking. Masking is something that might be new for a lot of our customers that have never done it before. If it ever picks up, go ahead and just get your squeegee, get all the air out, and then it'll start to pick up. If it doesn't come from a corner, go ahead and start in another corner, like such.
Hello.
Oh, there we go.
Like a
Alright.
boss.
So placement-wise, let's go ahead and do top. There we go. Let's do the middle actually.
On pre-press?
You know, let's flatten it out. I don't know if you guys can see it, but it looks like it's been folded, and so it's not flat. I don't want to apply this to it if it's not an even surface.
Now pre-press, just gonna be a couple seconds, normal temperature, normal pressure, basically iron the garment, lay the fibers down nice and flat. For all of our DTG viewers, all of our HTV operators, you know this should be the first step with any customization project, that pre-press.
Perfect. So now it's nice and flat. We have a nice surface to actually try to go ahead and transfer this on. Again, I'm going to fold it in the center, lay it nice and flat. And as I lay it down, I'm going to take my squeegee, which I have right here, and I'm going to start from the inside and then squeegee out. Inside and out. And from here, I'm just getting all my air bubbles out. And if it starts to pull up at all, again, just go back and squeegee it again. But I think we are good to go.
Wowzers. I'm gonna check in with our YouTube audience real quick. I know we've been mainly on the Instagram this morning. Let's go ahead and see if we can jump on that live as well. Vincent works his magic. Again, happy early Easter to everyone. Thank you guys so much for kicking your weekend off with us, starting things off right. Where are my lives? There's our lives. Okay, fantastic.
Okay, let me jump off of the network. Look at that! It's got a nice little gloss on there. You made it work, bro. Again, DTG's an option, HTV's an option, PSV's an option. If you were going to be laundering this, like a bag maybe, fabric-wise, then I would definitely go that HTV route, but hey, science experiment we passed.
Yeah, and also, as we're doing this, I know we can DTF on this, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah, that would come out
100%.
great. But again, if you want that glow-in-the-dark effect, use our PSV. Came out actually really, really nice.
Yeah.
And it actually has a nice hand feel. I mean, it's not like we're going to
Wear it.
wear it, but again, it does feel nice.
There we go. All right, well, I think that's pretty much going to wrap up everything for today. If anybody has any questions in the comments, again, thank you all so much for taking time to join us. Start the weekend early. Start your Easter holiday weekend. Do you have any Easter plans?
Yeah, we're actually going to go ahead and we have 2 Easter plans. One with my family and one with my girlfriend's family. So we're really excited to, I think it's going to be a little pool party.
Hey,
yeah, so
hello. There we
And
go.
again, Las Vegas next week, ISA, if you are going to be there, come to the cabin booth, say hello. If you're in the area, you should go. There's a lot of cool equipment that you might not know of. But again, come check us out at the cabin booth.
There we go. All right, I think we'll send it off on that one. Vincent, myself, and all of us here at All American Print Supply, have a safe and happy holiday weekend. Thank you so much for hanging out with us on this Friday. See you on the next one.
Thanks, guys.